Hey everybody, this is Movie Versus, the podcast in defense of bad movies. I am Tyler Lamb. I'm here with my other hosts, Steve Janik. Steve, how's it going?
It's going pretty good. Coming into the last part of a semester, so it's a little hectic for me. But other than that, good.
You still make time to
Yes.
to do your real important job,
Yes.
which is this free podcast that you.
I'm going to fail out.
And then I got Charlie Pixley next to me as well. What's up, Chuck?
Hey, it's getting to be my favorite time of year, and that's, this time of year where Steve just gets overloaded and super stressed out, and I love watching the grumbling happen.
Yeah, I just like seeing him kind of squirm is always just great.
Yeah, it's an inverse relationship, so like the more his shit crumbles, the more I get built up and more powerful. And then once he eventually succeeds, then my life will get destroyed, but I'll coast while I can.
You'll revel in
It's great to have friends like that. It's that time of the year that I'm just thankful that I have you.
Parasitic relationship where you're sucking
where you're feeding on my unhappiness.
Charlie, what was up with that Tim Allen impersonation you just did?
So I don't know,
he
some
actually
tool
is
time.
Tim Allen.
Oh shit, Mr. Tool
They
Time
canceled
Taylor.
my show.
Which one?
The world isn't ready for a conservative person.
What is the show again?
It was called
Last Man Standing.
Yeah, that's right.
Every time I hear it, I think of the show with Will Forte.
They replaced it with First Woman Sitting. It's bullshit, dude.
These libtards. And their equality. First woman sitting. What would that be? A Rosa Parks show? Or documentary?
I don't know where to go with this.
I'm just trying to figure out what that show would be about. And that's what we do on this podcast. We try to figure out
what the inverse of a show would be.
No, we talk about, we try to make bad movies sound good, and this is a prequel episode where Steve is going to assign movies for Charlie and I to watch and try to convince him that they're good. And other than that, we are going to watch the trailers, react to those, talk about stuff we like, and also a little movie news roundtable thingy.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, all right. So Steve, what do you got for us?
Okay, so I have just 6 very generic movies in here about Christmas.
Okay, great.
That I found on Netflix. That it actually took me a while because I was like, oh crap, I've seen way too many of these because my mom watches all of this garbage. But I do have 2 that are pulled to the side in case you guys want to go for a double on this one, because there was on Netflix both A Christmas Kiss and A Christmas Kiss 2. I don't believe it's a direct sequel. I believe it's similar to like
that makes a big difference.
Jingle All the Way and Jingle All the Way 2.
Oh, okay.
So
the exact same movie.
So it's
just
essentially
one
the
is
same
like
movie.
One is the black and chrome edition, like
Yeah.
Mad Max. Okay.
So if you don't want to do that, I have just a pile of just as bad movies in this bag now.
Say the movie bag.
Yeah, I want to
Movie
go
bag?
with-
Okay.
yeah.
And I will put just Christmas Kiss in. So we don't inadvertently.
Now, if you would have said A Very Kiss Christmas, then I'd be down as hell.
Yeah, would Jughead and Archie be there as well?
No, we're not watching Riverdale. Which
Have
I don't know if you know.
Have
That
they
is
met?
Archie and
No,
Jughead.
I know. Have they met Kiss yet on that show?
No.
I figured that's going to be a pretty big storyline.
Yeah.
All right. So Charlie, you're first.
He's pulling. He's.
I think I just got
He
one.
pulled.
Okay.
He pulled a thing out of the bag. We have a bag that.
Pulled a chogi.
Okay. Yeah, I got it.
And if you want, I can read off the other titles, but they're very, like, they just sound like every
I
Christmas
got
movie
you.
title
It's probably
ever.
going to sound like you wrote the exact same thing 4 times.
Pretty much.
All right.
It's just
I have
Christmas with
mine
like 2 other
as
words
well.
near it.
I'll look at it.
Steve.
All right.
What does yours say, Charlie?
Ooh,
What is it?
12 dates of Christmas.
Ooh, the one with Amy Smart.
Now they're talking about the dried plums, right? Is that I don't remember what it is, or is it a date of dried fig? Or fig is dried something else, I don't know. It's a fat ass grape.
more or less. They go great in newtons.
Guys, I think it's time for rebranding. Fat ass grapes. I got Christmas Crush.
Ooh, that one looks real bad.
Great. Are these Lifetime movies?
They're probably Hallmark.
Yeah, Hallmark.
No, like I said, there were a couple that I just was like, well, I've seen that one. And it wasn't like I knew that I had seen the movie by the title. It was, I went to click on it to like find out more about it or anything, and I saw like the actress, and I was like, wait a minute, I've seen this shit.
Oh, and what are the other titles?
Let me find them here in the bag. So we also had Back to Christmas, which I was kind of voting for because it was a time travel Christmas where she like has to go back
sweet.
and fix Christmas. Then there is
she has to go back and stop before the war on Christmas began. Yeah. She has to.
Then there's the Christmas Project where 4 boys have to deliver Christmas presents to bullies, and they.
Why do you keep like winking?
Wait, what part am I supposedly winking at?
4 boys, wink, have to go and deliver, wink, some gifts to some bullies, wink.
Then the next one was Christmas in the Smokies, which is apparently about a girl who has to go back and save her family's failing berry farm.
Okay, I thought you were going to say tobacco farm or something.
Right, we got 2 more. One of them was Christmas Kiss, so we can get rid of that one. Yeah, that one's gone. And the very last one was A Dog Walker's Christmas Tale.
Gross.
where a girl who is a dog walker has to help this guy that she likes stop her boss from buying like a dog park area and destroying it.
And the tagline is, "These bitches are out of control."
I like how you have read and remembered the synopsis of all of these movies, and you can tell them.
I take my job as judge very seriously.
All right, I've pulled up the trailers, so we'll watch them, and then we'll what's.
I was gonna say, and also it was still part of a function of me still like wanting to try and make the like challenges as fair as like because if anything was like too ridiculous, I try to take it away, but like. I mean, it's a Christmas made-for-TV movie. Like, all of these are going to be on the same level.
What was the name of that last one? A Dog Walker's Christmas Tale.
Okay,
how was
Tale spelled? No, Tale was spelled T-A-L-E, and I was very upset.
Okay. Damn. All right, yeah, let's watch these trailers.
Dog Walker.
I feel like it's said a lot with these trailers, but I don't think I have to watch my movie anymore.
I was actually going to say, Tyler, you already lost. Because I've seen your movie, and you can't make it look good.
God, I got a lot of work cut out for me. That
almost as much as that editor for that trailer.
Yeah, Charlie.
Edit what? They just filmed those scenes in order.
It's true.
Yeah, the trailer was a chronological order of all of the beats of the film.
Yeah.
Charlie, you made the joke that the last 10 seconds was just going to be the credits really quick that just shoot by. Yeah, that was impressive how much of that movie that they showed in that. It was 2.5 minutes long, wasn't it?
It was about more than, like, if you read the first paragraph of a wiki summary of the movie.
Yeah.
I know one thing, that one dude is going to get banged in that movie. These girls were just throwing themselves at him.
Yeah.
Because they're all legal now, dude.
Like, I remember when you were a child. And then she's like, let me blow you. It's like,
and he's like, my dreams do come true.
It's a
but
Christmas
20 years too late. Oh well, damn man, he creepy.
It's a Christmas miracle.
Yeah, well, it's luckily he got the Matt Lauer package on his in his office, so he's able to lock that door.
Public
from
schools are
desk.
dangerous, man.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. You gotta be safe in case there's an intruder. He can lock the door from the desk. He doesn't have to get up and.
Maybe you can stay over and join my breakfast club. I barely fucking remember my trailer.
Yeah, yours is
is just Mark Paul Gosselaar and Amy Smart, and they date
It was
before Christmas.
12 times.
And she says, "I love you" after 6 hours.
No, dude, she says, "I might be in love with
It
you."
would have been funny if he goes, "Who are you?"
Who dis? New phone?
You're the guy
New relationship.
by the
Who
bell.
dis? Yeah, yours was a 30-second TV spot because that was an ABC Family original.
Joint.
So, yeah, I've got a lot more work,
but
to do.
a lot less to watch at this point.
Yeah.
You can you can fast forward through several minutes of that movie.
That's very true. I'm seeing A Christmas Crush, and Charlie, you're seeing 12 Dates of Christmas. That's right. Thanks, Steve.
You're welcome, guys.
So I guess just moving on into you guys.
I will preface with that happened because even though I tried to set you guys up with, because I was going to put The Star versus The Man Who Invented Christmas.
I haven't heard of the second one.
Me neither. But apparently it's got an 80% rating on Rotten Tomatoes,
gotcha.
So I couldn't
heard
do it.
of either of those movies.
The Star is the
that
animated one with Kelly Clarkson
and Tracy Morgan,
Okay.
where he's a camel.
Yeah, he plays Baby Jesus.
That's right. I saw
we saw it at Boo.
That's right. Yeah, it was a trailer for it before Boo because Tyler Perry's in it as well, isn't he?
Yeah, he's also a camel.
Yeah.
He played Medea as the Virgin Mary.
Well, he's the only character in that movie that is live action. And he's dressed up like a camel. I was gonna say that he's the only one not animated, but but you could argue that he's the only one who is animated.
True.
He's just up there like, oh Lord.
The Archangel comes down and she's like, oh shit, and pulls out a gun.
I don't know. Now, Tyler Perry, remember that you're not actually Medea, so please, no rape jokes or talking about being a hooker / stripper.
And or a male. We saw a bunch
Joseph, this ain't your baby.
We saw a bunch of Medea DVDs at
a bunch.
Yeah, like a wall of Medea DVDs at like Target. Was it?
And you bought them all?
Well, they were.
I think multiple places.
They were all.
Yeah, Target had a bunch.
No, they were all like the play.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, and it had Tyler Perry. I'm pretty sure that was Tyler Perry dressed up as Medea. But since it was like a play, it was not the same level, like kind of makeup.
It looks way shitty.
It was really weird looking.
Huh. So it's apparently just Tyler Perry in a wig.
Yeah,
it's like the bootlegs I used to watch, but probably a little bit higher quality.
Yeah, there's I wish I remembered the titles, but there's
Medea Gets a Job.
Yeah, that was one.
Was that really one of them?
Yeah, there was Medea Goes to Jail, the play.
Are the Medea movies like low key becoming the Ernest movies?
I don't think there's anything low key about it.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
If she goes to space, then yes.
Well, has she been to camp yet?
I mean, I don't know.
So moving away from Medea,
impossible.
Yeah, apparently. I guess let's just go straight into the
Tyler. Apparently,
yeah. Let's go into this movie. Movie news roundtable news. What do we want to call this segment?
Movie shit.
Movie shit.
And
then I'll add in a little. Sure. I'll add in a little.
How about
instead of effect we get is
how about instead of movie shit, it's movie, but then it's just the emoji for poop.
How do we get that across through sound? That sound effect I just did.
Exactly that. The movie.
Okay, so we're starting that segment now.
Which is what segment?
Movie. There you go.
We've got to come up with a better title than that.
Good luck.
Each time we say it, it becomes more and more locked in. Don't want to confuse the audience.
So
please, audience, write it. Tell them that that's not working.
So who wants to go first? Do we just want to do the normal round here? Steve, you go first.
Okay. Hopefully I don't step on anyone's toes. But I just
you are a terrible dancer.
That is actually
you have two left feet.
What? No. So mine is that Quentin Tarantino's next movie has locked in a date it's going to be coming out in
August.
August.
Who did it ask out?
Anyway, it's going to be in
What number is that for him?
8? No, 9.
9.
Because Hateful Eight would have been 8.
Yeah,
And
shit.
it's going. I believe it's August 9th, 2018. It is going to be about a
boy.
It's going to be about the Charles Manson murders.
That's right.
Okay.
And it's being released. I think they said, I can't remember the exact date that they happened, but I think they said it was 50 years after the date it happened.
Oh, cool.
And they have. Yeah, I know what you mean. And there are rumors that
Charles Manson is coming back to life.
no
Special cameo appearance.
At all screenings.
the rumors of people that might be in it are currently Brad Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio, Margot Robbie, and possibly Tom Cruise. Like they're all names that are at least being associated with the production. So
Cool.
that I know that Quentin Tarantino is sometimes seen as like, I don't want to say controversial. I just mean like either you like Quentin Tarantino or you don't like Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of middle ground for people when it comes to Tarantino, but I really like him, and he always has like a really interesting stylized view of whatever it is he's portraying. So I'm excited to see where this goes.
I can't. Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
So I can't wait for Charles Manson to be cool as fuck.
I was going to say, I can't. And say the N-word a lot.
I was thinking that. I was like, yeah, I don't want to say it.
Played by Quentin Tarantino.
That's exactly what I was thinking in my mind. Like, oh, helter skelter. Like, oh, shit.
And I was gonna say I can't wait for that third act where everything just becomes completely insane and ridiculous.
Yeah. Which kind of really fits with the Manson story.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yes.
So
It could be cool though.
Yeah, no, I'm.
Does it have a
looking
name?
forward to it.
I don't believe it's been titled yet.
Gotcha.
Charlie.
All right, so I got some breaking news about Avatar 2. James Cameron has come out and said that Kate Winslet, because she's in the movie, she's very excited about it.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
Thank you, Charlie.
It's pretty crazy. And then there's some other things too that I thought, some things that I thought were interesting. He said that a lot of the other actors have already trained themselves to do 4-minute breath holds for all the underwater scenes, which is kind of crazy.
Because they were big fans of Tom Cruise.
I guess
really
so. But that's pretty impressive for a bunch of the people to do. And they said they're acting like they do sign language underwater to talk to each other for the scenes. I guess the people don't, whatever the water Navi are going to be, who gives a shit, talking in sign language and things like that. So I thought that was a little interesting. And then also James Cameron, the question was, it says the director also spoke about how the now meme-worthy amount of delays the film has had. He's saying like, I wouldn't call them delays. He says, like there weren't scripts and blah, 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 and we just had to get everything perfect, every creature, every setting. And then it's nice to see him admit, he says, if Avatar 2 and 3 don't make enough money, there's probably not going to be in 4 and 5 that they're planning on.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
And then he kind of shits on Lord of the Rings. He's like, we'll see what Lord of He's like, Lord of the Rings, they're not each a standalone. You gotta be like, oh shit, I guess I gotta go back for the next one.
Yeah, that's
But
what everybody...
he did say it worked out and it was successful, but it's still funny.
That's definitely what
and
people
it is
said.
like a coordinated story.
Yeah, and definitely when people heard the next Lord of the Rings was coming out, they went, "Ah, shit! I guess I gotta go see the next one."
That's such a James Cameron thing.
They weren't excited at all.
And then when the second one ended, they were like, man, what's gonna happen in 15 years?
Yeah, everybody knew it was coming out the next year.
Avatar 2 is definitely going to also be tied for most Oscars of any movie of all time.
Yeah.
And Kate Winslet is very excited about it.
Yeah, that's good to know.
Yeah.
And Steve, have you seen Coco, the new?
I haven't yet. I really want to.
Well, you better go soon because apparently Disney is pulling the short, the Olaf Frozen Adventure short from the beginning of the movie. The 22-minute long short has actually been getting a lot of negative feedback, with critics saying that it hold on, let me put this up.
Which is
Where
pretty
it?
funny. That movie, Frozen, was such a huge hit, and that for people are shitting on this thing.
Critics
It is
saying
22 minutes
Yeah,
of a
that's the main
short before
complaint,
movie.
yeah, the Washington Post saying Olaf's Frozen Adventure eventually feels like the grinning house guest who won't leave, even though the party was supposed to clear out long ago. As each successive song in the 4-tune reel cues up, moviegoers' reactions can be heard to switch from laughing irritation to growing mockery to outright anger.
Even though I like him as an actor and stuff, I feel that's how it would be like with a real life Josh Gad.
for 22 minutes.
I mean, that's a full sitcom.
Yeah, it is. I was very shocked that it was 22 minutes long. But
shit.
apparently Disney says that it was always planned to only be running, like it wouldn't be in front of the movie the whole theatrical run. And they're not pulling it because of
Backlash?
negative feedback.
Damn it, I do want to see it though.
Just like House of Cards was definitely delayed because they're just working on the story.
Right, yeah, exactly. And Kevin Spacey was planned to not be in the last season all along.
Disney, the corporation, has now come out as a gay man.
No, I think it's Olaf. As a gay man.
Yeah, Olaf is just living his truth.
So that's the movie. Steve, you're. I mean, Steve has yet to come up with a better title, and in
I
fact,
don't think he can.
In fact, he contributed to this title, so
I hate you guys so much.
We'll get some little sound effects or something in there if I feel like it. And so
Just something really obnoxious, like some soundbite of some kids from a movie going, Dookie! And very just abrasive to the ears. That'd be good.
Yes, it would be good.
okay. Thanks, Steve.
No, it wouldn't. Don't do it.
I guess moving on from all that, did anybody see any movies? We didn't talk about this beforehand, and since the past week, I don't think.
I saw Daddy's Home too.
I had seen Murder on the Orient Express.
Oh yeah, you want to talk about that a little bit?
Sure. I thought it was good. Going in, I knew who the killer was, so it was just kind of like an exercise of how they portray the whole experience. But they did do what I thought was some really cool shots.
And this is one of those like really existential type movies where you find out the killer all along was the audience.
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
I walked in knowing blood was on my hands. No,
That's part of the 4D experiences. They spritz them on there.
They actually do something that I was a little worried about, because whenever you do a murder mystery type film or TV show or anything, there's always that hard part of trying to let the audience kind of play along with the mystery.
Yeah.
Because that's the reason people want to watch mysteries and stuff. They kind of want to see the story progress and try and figure out who the killer is. And it's really hard because you have to let people see the clues, but you can't make it obvious that the clues are there sometimes. And they did a really good job of, since it's a train and it's a really small space, rather than do like close shots of the inspector and other people talking, they did like a top-down shot of them while they were in like the really confined quarters. So you got to see like basically the full.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Like the full area of the murder scene.
Like Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah. And you were like, oh, what's that in the corner? What's that there? What's that there? And like you couldn't see it, but like the inspector picked it up and said what it was. And you could visually see what it was and be like, hey, we should find out what that is.
And that's when the second screen experience came up, and you would pull out your phone and you could click on different objects to read about them. And
correct. Okay. And once they were in our inventory. But no, and it was also good because it wasn't like quick cuts between the people that were talking in the small space. Rather than that, like, because you have the option of like a wide lens where the two people who are talking are like there, or you can just cut between each person. But when it was top down, you couldn't see a lot of facial expressions, but you could see who was talking and what they were doing while they were talking, and I thought it looked good.
The biggest problem I had with the trailer, and tell me, was it really overacted a lot? Because that trailer, I don't know, it seemed bad. The people were really, it was very noticeable to me.
there were a couple people that were really, really bad overacting, but then it all kind of makes sense at the end.
Okay.
There's some
gotcha.
reasons for people, because it's a classic, like, everyone has a little bit of a motive, a little bit of, everyone's kind of hiding something.
Gotcha.
So it's a little bit of a function of those people are, a little amped up because
consider that. So
a murder's happened. There's a detective that's looking into their backstory, and there's something that they don't want found.
Gotcha.
All right, so what would you rank it out of?
Snowpiercers.
Oh man, I was gonna say Kenneth Branagh mustaches.
Oh, that's good too.
How many Snowpiercers / Kenneth Branagh mustaches are we referring to?
I don't know how many do you want to do.
I
was gonna say 7.
Out of 7?
13. No, 13.
Out of 13?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll put it at a 10 out of 13. It wasn't amazing. It had a few problems. 10 out of 13.
10 Snowpiercers or 10 Kenneth Branagh mustaches?
Yeah, that's a big difference.
Wait.
One's very hardy, the other's a train.
What if it's 10 Snowpiercers out of 13 Kenneth Branagh mustaches?
Oh shit, that's like a 20%.
Wait, is it? What's the conversion factor?
You wouldn't understand.
But I did, at the very end, they set up the next, another Agatha Christie book called Murder on the Nile. Is it Murder or Death on the Nile? I think it's Death on the Nile.
Jewel of the Nile.
When Kenneth Branagh said, well, I had to go to the Nile. I hope there's not a murder there.
No, he gets like commissioned, like picked up for it at the end of the movie. Like some guy meets him and is like, hey, we have to go to there's been a death or a murder on the Nile, and we need your help solving it, which is another Agatha Christie book of the same detective, Hercule Poirot. Gotcha. And they've just announced that they are making that movie as well.
Dude, I can't wait for this this ACCU, the Agatha Christie Cinematic Universe.
Yeah. It's gonna be dope, dude.
Yeah.
Did it have any after credits?
They're finally. They said it couldn't be done.
I'm pretty sure the murder solving is the stinger for a mystery.
All right, so 20% out of 100.
No. It was probably it was a solid 7 out of 10 for a regular scale.
Okay.
No, we do out of 13 for this podcast. All right, so other than that, I guess let's go into stuff we actually like. Steve, again.
Oh my god. I actually found this out. I found this out while I was researching for the news. So, HBO is creating a documentary on Andre the Giant.
Thank God, I thought you were about to steal mine.
Okay. No, so it's going to be a documentary on Andre the Giant. Whoever is doing it, I guess, did ESPN stuff, and he always wanted to do a 30 and 30 or 30, whatever that program is on ESPN about Andre the Giant, and now he's getting to do it on HBO. And I'm excited because I'm not really a wrestling guy, but I remember when I was younger, I watched a short documentary on Andre the Giant, and just like some of the stories about him were crazy and awesome. Like I remember he had to go in for back surgery, and the anesthesiologist, they had no idea how much anesthetic to give this guy because they don't want him waking up on the table and murdering a group of surgeons. So they were like, well, how much alcohol do you drink to get buzzed? And he was like, oh, I usually start the night off with 2/5 of vodka. And they're like, oh god, I don't know what to do. So
sounds like a real Jason Voorhees.
Yes.
You guys remember that in Freddy vs. Jason when they kept trying to knock him out? Because they needed him to go to sleep.
Yeah. Anyway. So I'm excited to hear more about Andre the Giant, because everyone always talks about how cool and nice he was, even though his wrestling persona was like, the giant mad beast type of a guy. So
yeah, no, that sounds cool. When does that come out?
I believe I'm not positive, but I want to say it was early next year, like in first quarter.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, the thing I'm excited about, and that it was going to be my movie news, but it's not a movie kind of, is the HBO Watchmen series that they're making. I'm pretty excited about that, more so now, because John Cena might be Dr. Manhattan, and that would be like the most hulking Dr. Manhattan ever. Clearly the most perfect physical specimen. Yes.
In jorts.
And sassiest, yes. But I would love to see that. And I think it'd be cool, especially if they not only have him play Dr. Manhattan, but have him play the character beforehand. Shit, I can't remember his name, but the scientist.
Yeah.
Would be so funny to see him in a lab coat with glasses. The tachyons. Would be great.
I must fix this watch.
Exactly.
With his, like, marine cut.
Yes, he's a marine scientist. So I'm a little excited for that. I already really like the movie, so I don't really know that. I don't think this is necessary, but it'd be cool if they could do it well again, I guess. I don't know.
I think the movie's good, but also like the Watchmen's a really long book, and like in order to get everything out of it, you need a lot. And as much as I do like the movie, but I did agree that there wasn't enough time to do all of the stuff that happens.
Have you watched the 4-hour cut?
Oh God, I haven't.
Well, there you go.
I don't think I have either. So something that I actually like.
It's long.
4 hours long.
Something that I actually like is you guys. I like you guys. I like hanging out with friends. I'm not saying that just because I don't have something.
So you didn't think of anything? Come on, pick a goddamn cereal. That one was planned though.
And see, that's what I like, Charlie. You know, you're just quick with the quips. Steve, you're just so jovial.
Jovial?
Wait.
You're jovial in the Hanukkah season.
I wasn't sure if you were saying it wrong or if you were trying to insult me anti-Semitically.
Which we know hits Steve in the core.
No, I said it wrong. I completely, I couldn't think of anything.
You were too busy looking up your
you
your
went
article.
last.
I know, when I was sitting there trying to think of something the whole time.
You were too busy making fun of our things.
Yeah. I can't think of something that I haven't already said. Like
in the group message, you said you liked the possibility of maybe seeing John Cena's dong then.
That's right, yeah, I like that.
Finally solved that mystery.
Or it's going to be a digital dong, you know that.
Maybe.
Do you think the original
fit it on.
is the movie has to be a digital dong, right? There's no way that dude's dick is that floppy and like, I mean,
somebody animated that shit though.
That's even better. I like the idea.
At the very least, someone colored it blue.
Somebody, if somebody was in charge of the dick physics.
Yeah. No, it was animated because nobody was that like specimen. Nobody played, or the guy played the character, but he wasn't jacked like that.
Oh, really? That wasn't him. Like,
it was him,
but they
CG'd like his body and stuff.
Oh, okay. Why did they give him such a huge dick?
Because they specimen.
Because they called him in and they were like, "So, how big you want your dick?" He's like, "Well, I want it to be like my dick." So he's like, just like this.
Did you want us to win Vietnam, or did you not want us to win Vietnam?
Yeah, there should have been an image in that movie when he turns into a giant of his dick just like knocking over trees. Like a sledgehammer. So yeah, I like the possibility of maybe seeing John Cena.
This conversation has really gotten away from us.
It drags into a punji spike trap though, and then that brings him down to his knees. That's good. Oh, and then
no.
They sprayed some Agent Orange on him, it'd be that cool blue and orange movie color combo.
Yeah,
Nope.
All right, so I guess that's everything. Yeah. Steve, what do you have anything? What do we got to say at the end?
Just that I am forcing you guys to watch some terrible Hallmark/ABC Family Christmas movies.
Yeah, I'm seeing Christmas.
But they are all on Netflix, you said?
They are both on Netflix.
Sweet. Yeah, and hit us up on Facebook or Twitter, Gmail at Movie Versus Podcast.
I don't know.
Feel free to watch these movies yourself, and next time you listen, you can know exactly what Charlie and Tyler are talking about when
lying about.
Yeah, exactly what they're lying about.
Didn't happen. That wasn't good.
That's not the movie at all. Did they just write their own movie?
Tyler has clearly watched A Christmas Kiss.
I am outraged.
Tyler's gonna have zero leeway because I know everything's happening in this film.
Yeah. But yeah, so Christmas Crush and 12 Dates of Christmas. That's next week. Bye.
Movie Versus is a production of Three Wise Media. For more information, check us out on Facebook.